Anna lived in a small town with her mother, Maria. Maria worked as a maid in the homes of rich families. She woke up early every morning, traveled by bus, and returned home late in the evening. Life was not easy, but she never complained. She only cared about raising her daughter with honesty and kindness. Anna was young, curious, and full of dreams. She loved reading books, writing small notes in her notebook, and imagining a world bigger than the one she saw around her. Her mother often told her that even though they were poor, having courage and a good heart could take her to places money never could. Those words stayed with Anna every single day. One sunny afternoon, Maria came home with surprising news. One of the rich families she worked for had given her 2 flight tickets as a gift. They told her she deserved a break after many years of hard work. Maria's eyes filled with tears of gratitude. She had never stepped on an airplane before, and the thought of traveling felt like a dream. Maria decided that she and Anna would take this trip together. She thought it was the perfect chance for her daughter to see the world outside their little town. Anna was so excited that she could not sleep the night before the flight. She packed a small bag with her clothes, her favorite book, and her notebook. She promised her mother she would behave and stay calm during the journey. On the day of the flight, the airport felt like a new world to Anna. The large hall was filled with travelers, bright lights and the sound of announcements. She held her mother's hand tightly, afraid of getting lost in the crowd. When they finally boarded the plane, Anna's heart raced with excitement. The seats looked comfortable, the lights were soft, and the air smelled fresh. She could not stop looking around, taking in every detail. A few rows ahead sat a man who seemed different from everyone else. He was dressed simply in a dark suit, but something about his presence made people whisper his name. Some passengers pointed at him with respect in their eyes. Anna overheard a lady telling her husband that he was Mr. David, a billionaire who had built his wealth through business and was known for his kindness. Anna had never seen such a person before. She was not interested in money or fame, but she felt curious. Why would a billionaire travel on the same flight as ordinary people like her and her mother? Maria noticed Anna's gaze and gently told her to focus on her own journey, not on the lives of others. Anna nodded, though her thoughts still wandered. As the flight took off, Anna gripped her mother's hand. The ground below grew smaller and smaller until it looked like a colorful painting. The sight of clouds surrounding the plane amazed her. She whispered to her mother how beautiful it was, and Maria smiled, happy to see her daughter experiencing something new. Around them, passengers settled into their routines. Some opened newspapers, some leaned back to rest, and others scrolled through their phones. The cabin buzzed softly with the sound of conversations and the hum of the engine. Anna opened her notebook and began writing down her thoughts about the journey. She wanted to remember every detail of her first flight. What Anna did not know was that this trip would be more than just a travel experience. This flight would connect her life with Mr. David in a way she could never imagine. Something unexpected was waiting ahead. Something that would test her courage and bring her into the center of a moment that people would never forget. The journey had just begun, but already it carried a promise of change. Anna sat quietly beside her mother, not knowing that her kindness and bravery would soon shine in front of everyone on board. And when that moment came, her name would be remembered far beyond her small town. The plane had been flying smoothly for almost 2 hours. Anna was enjoying the view from the window. She saw clouds shaped like mountains and rivers that looked like silver ribbons. She wrote down everything in her notebook, imagining how she would tell her friends and neighbors about this adventure when she returned home. Maria, sitting beside her, smiled as she watched her daughter. She could see Anna's excitement and innocence, and it made her feel proud. For Maria, this trip was not just a journey. It was a chance for her daughter to experience life beyond the small town where they had always lived. Suddenly, the cabin lights flickered and the plane shook slightly. Some passengers gasped and held onto their seats. Anna felt her heart race, and she instinctively grabbed her mother's hand. Maria squeezed her hand back, trying to calm her. The flight attendants quickly moved down the aisle, checking on passengers. "Everything is fine," one of them announced. "Just a small turbulence. Please remain seated." Anna tried to focus on her notebook, but her eyes kept drifting to the window. The clouds outside now looked dark and heavy. A few passengers whispered among themselves, and a feeling of tension began to fill the cabin. A soft voice called out, "Is anyone trained for emergencies?" The passengers looked around, surprised. The captain's voice followed through the speaker. explaining that one of the engines had a minor problem. They were not in danger yet, but it required careful handling. Anna felt a shiver run down her spine. She had never been in such a situation before. Maria held her close, whispering that they should stay calm. But Anna noticed how some passengers were starting to panic. A few were standing, looking for their phones or asking questions repeatedly. Anna took a deep breath. She remembered her mother's words about courage. Even if things are scary, Maria had said, bravery is about staying calm and helping when you can. Anna looked around and realized that someone might need her help. A flight attendant was moving down the aisle, trying to reassure passengers. Suddenly, she stumbled near an elderly man who had fainted. Anna jumped up from her seat. Without thinking twice, she rushed to help the man. She held his head gently, gave him water, and encouraged him to stay awake. Her small actions brought relief not only to the man but also to nearby passengers. Maria watched silently, feeling a mixture of pride and fear. She wanted to tell Anna to sit down, but she saw her daughter's courage shining through. The flight attendants noticed Anna's calm and quick thinking. One of them whispered to another, impressed by her composure. Meanwhile, Mr. David, the billionaire, was seated a few rows ahead. He had noticed Anna helping the man and standing calmly amid the tense situation. He usually observed people carefully, judging their character by their actions. Seeing Anna, he felt a rare sense of admiration. There was something in her kindness and courage that reminded him of the values he held dear. The turbulence continued for a little while longer, but with the crew and a few passengers helping, the situation slowly stabilized. Anna returned to her seat, her hands trembling slightly from the rush of adrenaline. Maria held her hand tightly, whispering, "You were so brave, Anna." Anna smiled, feeling proud but also nervous. She realized that courage was not about being fearless. It was about acting with kindness and calm even when scared. As she looked out the window, she noticed the clouds slowly clearing. The sun began to shine, and the view returned to the peaceful blue sky. Unbeknownst to Anna, Mr. David had been quietly observing her the entire time. The billionaire had faced many challenges in his life, but rarely had he seen such pure courage and kindness in someone so young. He made a silent promise to remember her. The simple act of helping a stranger had made a lasting impression on him. The rest of the flight continued with more calm and order. Passengers felt reassured, thanks in part to Anna's bravery. She sat quietly with her mother, reflecting on what had just happened. She realized that even small actions could make a big difference, and that courage could come from anyone, anywhere. Little did Anna know, the events of this flight would change her life forever. After the turbulence ended, the cabin slowly returned to calm. Some passengers were still shaken, but most tried to relax in their seats. Anna leaned back and closed her eyes for a moment, feeling the rush of emotions from the earlier events. Her heart was still racing, but a sense of pride made her smile. Maria looked at her daughter with gentle eyes. "You handled everything so well," she whispered. "I am proud of you." Anna blushed, feeling shy but happy. She realized that bravery was not about loud actions. It was about quiet courage and helping others when needed. Across the aisle, Mr. David adjusted his seat and quietly observed the young girl. He noticed the way Anna had acted, not for attention, not for reward, but because she genuinely wanted to help. In his long life, he had met many people, but such pure kindness was rare. He wondered about her story, where she came from, and what had taught her to act so bravely. The flight continued smoothly now. Anna took out her notebook again and began writing about the day's events. She described the clouds, the turbulence, and the small moments of courage she had experienced. Writing helped her calm her thoughts and organize her feelings. She wanted to remember everything as if it were a special treasure. Nearby, some passengers were chatting quietly about what had happened. Many praised the flight attendants, but a few mentioned the little girl who had helped the elderly man. Anna heard their words and felt a mixture of pride and embarrassment. She was not used to receiving compliments, but deep inside, she felt a warm glow of happiness. Mr. David had not moved from his seat. He felt a strange connection to Anna, even though they had never spoken. He thought about the importance of kindness and how it could appear in unexpected ways. He wanted to meet her, to say something meaningful, but he also wanted it to be the right moment. Anna noticed that Mr. David was watching her. She felt a little nervous at first, unsure if she had done something wrong. But when he smiled softly at her, she relaxed. There was no judgment, only a gentle understanding that made her feel at ease. The hours passed quietly. Anna and her mother shared snacks and talked softly about their home, their friends, and the places they hoped to visit one day. Maria could see that her daughter had grown in courage and confidence during the flight. She felt grateful for this opportunity and for the chance to witness Anna's bravery. Suddenly, a small announcement came from the captain. "We will begin our descent soon. Please prepare for landing." The passengers adjusted their seats and fastened their seatbelts. Anna felt a mixture of excitement and nervousness. She had flown for the first time, helped someone in need, and experienced something extraordinary. Now she would see the world from a new perspective. As the plane descended, Mr. David quietly approached Anna and her mother. He introduced himself with a calm voice. "Hello, I am David. I noticed how you helped the gentleman earlier. That was very brave of you." Anna's eyes widened. She had not expected the billionaire to speak to her personally. She felt shy but also proud. Maria smiled gently, sensing the importance of this moment. "Anna is just a girl who wanted to help," she said softly. Anna looked up at Mr. David, unsure of what to say. She felt her heart beat fast, not with fear, but with the excitement of meeting someone she had only heard about in stories. Mr. David knelt slightly to be at Anna's level. "Your courage today was remarkable," he whispered. "It reminded me that kindness and bravery are the greatest gifts anyone can have." Anna felt a warm feeling in her chest. She realized that small actions, done with a good heart, could touch even the lives of powerful people. As the plane touched the ground, Anna held her mother's hand tightly. She knew that her life had changed in ways she could not yet understand. The connection she had made with Mr. David was only the beginning of a journey filled with possibilities. The plane landed smoothly, and passengers began to gather their belongings. Anna held her mother's hand tightly as they walked down the aisle. The excitement of arriving in a new country mixed with the memories of the flight. She still could not believe how much had happened in just a few hours. Maria noticed how quiet Anna had become. She squeezed her daughter's hand and whispered, "You were amazing today, Anna. I am so proud of you." Anna smiled shyly but felt a warm glow inside. She realized that helping others had not only made the flight safer, but had also changed something inside her. Mr. David approached them again as they walked toward the exit. His calm presence made Anna feel a little nervous, but she remembered how he had smiled at her on the plane. "I hope I'm not disturbing you," he said softly, "but I wanted to speak to you one more time before we leave the airport." Anna looked up at him. Her eyes were wide with curiosity. "You are not disturbing us, sir," she said politely. Maria nodded, silently encouraging her daughter to listen carefully. David smiled gently. "Anna, what you did today was more than an act of bravery. It was a lesson in kindness for everyone on the plane. You reminded me that true courage is quiet and selfless." Anna felt her cheeks warm. She had never imagined that her actions would be noticed by someone so important. Anna's heart pounded as David continued. "I have a proposal for you and your mother. I run a foundation that helps children with potential, but limited opportunities. I would like to invite you to visit our center and see if we can help you pursue your dreams." Anna's eyes widened in surprise. She had never heard anything like this. Maria looked at him, shocked and grateful at the same time. David smiled at Maria. "I understand that this may be sudden, but I have seen something rare in Anna. She has courage, intelligence, and a kind heart. With proper guidance and support, she could achieve anything." Maria felt tears form in her eyes. She had worked hard all her life to give Anna a good future, but this was more than she had ever imagined. Anna looked down at her hands. She could hardly believe what was happening. The flight that had started as a simple journey for a vacation had turned into an opportunity that could change her life forever. She remembered her mother's words about courage and kindness. Today, those words had opened a door she never expected. David continued kindly, "There is no pressure to decide now. Take your time, think about it, and let us know if you are interested. We want to help you grow, not rush you. The most important thing is that you continue being the same kind and brave girl you are." Maria held Anna close and whispered, "This is amazing, Anna. You have a chance to do something wonderful." Anna nodded, her mind racing with thoughts. She felt excited, nervous, and happy all at once. She realized that courage was not just about one moment. It could change the course of a life. Before leaving the airport, David handed Anna a small envelope. This contains information about our foundation and a way to contact us. Remember, this is just the beginning of a journey. I hope you will consider it. Anna took the envelope with care, her hands trembling slightly. As they walked outside, the bright sunlight welcomed them. Anna looked around at the busy streets and tall buildings of the new city. She felt a sense of hope and wonder. The flight that had started as a simple trip had brought her an opportunity beyond her dreams. Maria held her daughter's hand tightly. "No matter what happens, Anna, I am proud of you," she said softly. Anna looked up at her mother and smiled. She knew that with courage, kindness, and her mother's support, she could face whatever came next. Little did Anna know, this was only the start of a journey that would test her courage, open doors she never imagined, and bring her closer to a life filled with hope and possibilities. The next morning, Anna woke up feeling a mixture of excitement and nervousness. She could still remember the events on the plane, the turbulence helping the elderly man and the kind words from Mr. David. Now she held in her hands the envelope he had given her. She carefully opened it and saw a letter inviting her to visit his foundation. There was also a small booklet explaining the programs they offered for children with talent and potential. Maria stood beside her daughter, smiling warmly. "This is an amazing opportunity, Anna. We should visit the foundation and see what it is like," she said. Anna nodded, feeling her heart beat fast. She had never dreamed of something like this. For the first time, she realized that courage and kindness could truly open doors to a better life. They traveled to the city center, following the directions in the envelope. The foundation building was large and beautiful, with colorful walls and gardens filled with flowers. Children were playing outside, laughing and learning. Anna felt her eyes widen in wonder. She had never seen a place like this before. As they entered, they were greeted by a friendly woman named Mrs. Clara, who worked at the foundation. She welcomed them warmly and explained the programs designed to support children in their studies, arts, and personal development. Anna listened carefully, imagining the possibilities that lay ahead. After the tour, Mr. David appeared. He had been busy with his meetings, but he had made time to personally meet Anna and her mother. Anna felt nervous as she approached him. He knelt slightly to be at her level and smiled gently. "Anna, it is good to see you again. I hope you like what you have seen," he said. Anna nodded shyly. "It is amazing, sir. I have never seen anything like this before," she replied softly. Maria held her daughter's hand, proud of the way Anna spoke with respect and confidence. David continued kindly. "I noticed your courage on the flight. That courage, combined with your curiosity and willingness to learn, is very special. We would like to offer you a chance to join our program and grow your talents." Anna's heart filled with hope. She could hardly believe what she was hearing. Maria looked at David with gratitude. "Thank you so much. We never imagined anything like this could happen. Anna will do her best," she said. David smiled and nodded. Anna spent the next few days at the foundation, learning new skills and meeting other children from different towns. She discovered a love for drawing and storytelling, and she quickly became friends with other children who shared her curiosity and enthusiasm. Each day brought new lessons and adventures. During this time, David observed Anna closely. He saw her helping other children, sharing her knowledge, and showing kindness even in small moments. Her actions reminded him of the qualities that mattered most in life: courage, kindness, and honesty. He quietly made plans to support her growth in every possible way. Maria watched her daughter blossom. She realized that Anna's courage on the plane had set in motion a chain of events that changed their lives. She felt proud, happy, and hopeful for the future. Anna had not only earned the respect of people she met, but had also gained confidence in herself. One afternoon, as the sun was setting, David called Anna aside. "You have a special gift, Anna. Talent alone is not enough. The courage and kindness you have shown are rare. I want to help you achieve your dreams. But remember, the most important thing is to stay true to yourself." Anna nodded, understanding the weight of his words. She felt determined to continue being brave and kind, no matter what challenges she might face. That evening, Anna and her mother returned to their small apartment. The city lights sparkled outside the window. Anna held her notebook tightly and began writing about the day's experiences. She realized that her life had changed, and it was only the beginning of a journey filled with learning, hope, and new opportunities. For Anna, the courage she had shown on the flight was no longer just a memory. It was the beginning of a life where her bravery, kindness, and dreams could grow beyond imagination. Weeks passed, and Anna began to settle into her new routine at the foundation. She learned new subjects, practiced drawing, and explored storytelling. Every day was filled with discovery, and Anna's confidence grew steadily. She felt proud of herself, but she also remembered her mother's advice. Courage was not just about doing something once. It was about continuing to do the right thing even when it was hard. One day, the foundation organized a special event for all children. Each child was asked to present a project showing their talents. Anna was excited but also nervous. She had been working on a story she had written about kindness and bravery. She wanted to share it with everyone, but the thought of speaking in front of a large audience made her heart race. Maria noticed Anna's worry. "Remember, Anna, bravery is not about not being afraid. It is about facing your fears and doing your best," she said gently. Anna nodded, taking a deep breath. She promised herself that she would try her best. When it was Anna's turn, she walked to the front of the hall. Many children and adults were watching her, and she could feel her hands trembling. She looked at the audience and then at her mother, who smiled encouragingly. Anna took another deep breath and began reading her story. Her words were simple but heartfelt. She spoke about helping others, showing courage in small moments, and how kindness could make the world a better place. As she continued, the audience became quiet, listening to every word. Anna could see Mr. David sitting at the back, his expression calm but attentive. As Anna finished her story, a soft silence filled the room. Then the audience began clapping, first slowly and then more enthusiastically. Anna's cheeks turned pink and she felt a warm sense of pride. She had faced her fear and shared her thoughts. The courage that had helped her on the plane was now helping her to inspire others. After the event, David approached Anna. "You did wonderfully," he said warmly. "It takes courage to speak in front of people, and you did it with honesty and kindness. I am very proud of you." Anna felt a happiness she could hardly describe. She realized that courage and kindness were qualities that could grow stronger each time they were used. In the following days, Anna faced other challenges as well. Sometimes she struggled with difficult lessons or with understanding new skills. Other times she had to help children who were shy or scared. Each challenge tested her patience and courage, but she remembered her mother's advice and her own experience on the plane. With each challenge, she grew stronger and more confident. Maria watched her daughter with pride. She could see Anna's spirit shining brighter each day. The small, brave actions that Anna had taken weeks ago had opened doors, not just for learning, but for growth, friendship, and inspiration. Maria felt grateful for the opportunity that had come from the flight, and for the courage her daughter had shown in every moment since then. One afternoon, David invited Anna to his office. He wanted to discuss a special project where she could work on storytelling for other children at the foundation. "Your stories have a special way of touching hearts," he said. "I want other children to learn from your experiences just like you learned from yours." Anna felt honored. She realized that courage and kindness were not only helping her grow, but also giving her a chance to make a difference in the lives of others. She promised herself that she would continue to be brave, kind, and helpful, no matter what challenges came her way. As she left David's office, Anna looked around the foundation. She saw children laughing, playing, and learning together. She realized that the journey that started on a plane with turbulence, fear, and courage had now become a journey filled with hope, growth, and endless possibilities. For Anna, every challenge was now a chance to show her strength, kindness, and bravery. She knew that with determination and a good heart, she could face anything. The weeks passed quickly, and Anna became more confident in her new environment. She learned many things at the foundation, from storytelling to drawing and helping other children. Her small acts of kindness, courage, and honesty had begun to leave a mark on everyone around her. Children looked up to her, and teachers appreciated her gentle spirit and helpful nature. One morning, the foundation organized a special ceremony to honor children who had shown courage and kindness. Anna was invited to the stage along with a few other children. Her heart raced as she walked forward. She remembered the flight when she had helped the elderly man and the words Mr. David had whispered to her. That moment had changed her life. and now she was being recognized again for her character. David stood at the front of the hall. He looked at Anna with a warm smile. "Today we celebrate children who have shown true courage and kindness," he said. "These qualities are rare and valuable, and they help make the world a better place. Anna, your actions have inspired many people and we want to honor you." Anna felt shy as everyone clapped. She looked at her mother, who was smiling proudly in the audience. Maria's eyes were shining with tears of joy. She whispered softly, "You deserve this, Anna. You have worked hard and been brave every step of the way." David handed Anna a small certificate of recognition. The words on it praised her bravery, kindness, and willingness to help others. Anna felt her heart swell with happiness. She had never imagined that one small act on a flight could lead to so many wonderful moments. After the ceremony, David invited Anna to speak with him privately. She followed him to his office, feeling nervous but excited. David gestured for her to sit down. "Anna, I want you to know something important," he said gently. "You have a rare heart. Courage, kindness, and humility are the most important qualities anyone can have. The way you acted on the plane and here at the foundation has shown me that greatness is not measured by wealth or power, but by the goodness of your heart." Anna looked at him, her eyes wide with wonder. She had never expected to hear such words from a billionaire. Her heart felt warm and tears formed in her eyes. She realized that being kind and brave had brought her recognition, respect, and, most importantly, self-belief. David smiled and continued, "I want to help you achieve your dreams, Anna. You have the power to inspire others, and I hope you continue to grow with courage and kindness. Always remember that small acts of bravery can have a big impact." Anna felt a deep sense of gratitude. She promised herself that she would never forget this lesson. She would continue to be brave, help others, and stay kind, no matter where life took her. As she left David's office, Anna walked through the foundation halls, observing the children learning and playing. She realized that her journey had started with a simple act of courage on a flight, and had now grown into something much bigger. She was no longer just a girl from a small town. She was a young girl who had the power to touch lives. Later that evening, as Anna and her mother returned home, Maria held Anna close. "Your courage has brought so many wonderful things into your life, Anna. I am proud of you," she said softly. Anna smiled, feeling happy and confident. She knew that no matter what challenges came in the future, she had the heart and courage to face them. Anna sat by the window that night, writing in her notebook. She wrote about her journey so far, the flight, helping the elderly man, meeting Mr. David, and her experiences at the foundation. She realized that life had a way of rewarding bravery and kindness, and that every small act could make a difference. As she closed her notebook, Anna looked at the stars outside. She felt a sense of hope and excitement for the future. She understood that her journey was only beginning and that with courage, kindness, and determination, she could achieve great things and inspire many along the way. Months had passed since Anna first visited the foundation. She had grown in many ways, learning new skills, making friends, and discovering the power of kindness and courage. Each day brought new lessons, and each challenge taught her something valuable. Anna had become a source of inspiration for children and adults alike. One bright morning, Mr. David invited Anna and her mother to his home for a special meeting. They felt excited and a little nervous as they arrived. The house was beautiful but welcoming, with warm lights and friendly smiles from the staff. Anna held her mother's hand tightly, feeling a mixture of wonder and anticipation. David greeted them warmly. "Anna, Maria, it is wonderful to see you again. Today I want to share something very special with you," he said. Anna felt her heart beat faster. She wondered what it could be. He led them to a quiet room where a few children were already present. Each child had a story of courage and kindness. David looked at Anna and said, "We are creating a program to recognize young hearts that inspire others. You, Anna, are one of the first children we want to honor. Your actions on the flight and at the foundation have touched many lives." Anna felt a rush of emotions. She had never imagined that her small act of helping someone on a plane could lead to such recognition. Her eyes filled with tears of happiness. Maria held her close, whispering softly, "I am so proud of you, Anna." "You have shown the world how special you are," David continued kindly. "Anna, I also want to invite you to be a mentor for other children here. Your stories, your courage, and your kindness can guide them. You can help them see that even small actions can make a difference in the world. Anna listened carefully. She felt honored but also responsible. She realized that courage and kindness were not just about receiving praise. They were about helping others and inspiring them to be brave too. She nodded and promised to do her best. Later that day, Anna sat with the other children and shared her experiences. She told them about the flight, the turbulence, and how she had helped the elderly man. She spoke about courage, fear, and kindness. The children listened quietly, their eyes wide with admiration. Anna realized that her story had the power to inspire others, just as Mr. David had inspired her by believing in her. Maria watched her daughter with pride. She knew that Anna's journey had been extraordinary. From a small town with limited opportunities, Anna had grown into a young girl whose courage and kindness had touched the lives of many. Maria felt grateful for the chance given by Mr. David and proud of the brave girl sitting beside her. As the day ended, David whispered softly to Anna, "Never forget, true courage is quiet and kind. You have a rare heart. Keep it strong and you will achieve amazing things." Anna felt warmth in her heart. She understood that these words were not just praise. They were a promise of guidance, trust, and belief in her potential. That night, Anna returned home with her mother. She held her notebook tightly and wrote about everything that had happened. She wrote about courage, kindness, and how small actions could change the world. She realized that life had a way of rewarding those who acted with a good heart. Before going to sleep, Anna looked out at the night sky. She saw the stars shining brightly and thought about her journey, from the small town, the flight, helping someone in need, to being recognized for her courage. She whispered to herself that she would continue to be brave, help others, and inspire people with her actions. Maria tucked her daughter in and kissed her forehead. "You are my brave girl, Anna. Never forget how special you are." Anna smiled, feeling safe, happy, and ready for whatever the future might bring. And so, Anna's life had changed forever. A simple act of courage on a flight had led to a journey filled with hope, learning, inspiration, and endless possibilities. She understood that kindness and bravery were gifts she would carry with her always, guiding her through every step of her life. Her journey had begun with courage, and it would continue with hope, love, and the promise of making the world a better place,